Welcome. In today's video, we want to look at how to do a backup on QuickBooks Enterprise. We also want to look at how to restore on QuickBooks Enterprise. We'll start by looking at how to do a backup on QuickBooks Enterprise. And for you to get started, you have to come to File. So you click on File. Then you click on Backup Company. Then you come to Create Local Backup. Then click there. Right. When you click there, the system will bring up this window, Create Backup. Alright, on this window, there are a number of notes. Make a backup copy of everything you need to recreate your Kanban file in case of accidental loss or damage to your data. There are two options here, right? Online backup and local backup, right? If you want to use the online backup, you should have subscribed to the QuickBooks online backup services. As you can see here, it is written, get automatic online backup for your QuickBooks data and other important documents using Intuit online backup solution. Fees may apply. So this one you have to subscribe. That's why they write here, try now or learn more. Right. So if you want, you should have subscribed, then you just click there. But for most of us, we just want to do a local backup whereby we are either backing up to our computer or a removable media like an external hard drive or a flash drive. Right. So we select local backup, then we click on next. When you click on next now, it will bring up this window, backup options. Use this window to set default options for your manual and automatic backups. So here you have to tell QuickBooks where you want your backup to be done. This is a local backup, so either we're selecting to backup to our computer, which means we will select a local folder or an external hard drive. So we have to click on browse. When we click on browse, it will bring up this. If we had created a folder into which we want to be doing our backups, we're going to select that folder. But let's say, for example, I just want to backup to desktop. I could click on desktop, and I click on OK. It means my backup is going to be saved to my computer desktop. Then down here, you see, you have to tick this, add date, time of the backup to the file name. This is recommended because you may do 2 backups in a day and you'd want to know which one did you do first. So you have to tick here so that the system adds a date and time to your backup. Right. Then here again, you can tick if you want to limit the number of backup copies in this folder to a certain number, let's say 3. You may tick this, tick here, then you put a number there. Right. This and just is to save space on your be it an external drive or your local computer. Instead of QuickBooks doing numerous backups, you can just limit to the latest 3, latest 2, or latest 5, depending with your preferences. Right. Then here, you can also tick here, remind me to backup when I close my Kanban file every 4 times. So after every 4 times when you close your Kanban, the 4th time, QuickBooks will remind you. Then here there are options now in doing your backup. You can do a complete verification, which is recommended, quicker verification, or no verification. But as you can see, complete verification is what is recommended. So we urge you to use complete verification. Once you have made those selections, you can just proceed by clicking on OK. When you click on OK, QuickBooks might also just prompt you and say, you have told us to save backup copies to the same hard drive, which is your drive C, which is your computer that holds your Kanban file. We do not recommend this, yes, because if you are saving to your computer, if anything happens to your machine, if it crashes, it means your backup is also gone. So QuickBooks recommends that you do it on an external hard drive or a flash drive. Instead, we recommend that you save to different drive or to a removable storage device to avoid losing the backup due to unexpected hard drive failure. Alright, so if you want to change, you can just click on change location, then you select the new location. If you want to use this location, like in my case, I just click on use this location. Then the system will take me to this window where now, again, I've got 3 copies, 3 options. Where do you want to save your backup copy? When do you want? So it's when. It's when. Do you want to save it now and schedule future backups? Or you only want to schedule future backups, or you want to save it now? In our case, we want to save it now. So we select save it now. Then we click on next. right? So when you click on next, the system will take us to this window. So you'd find in this window now, we are backing up to the desktop. That's where our backup is to be done. And this is our backup name. So if you are happy, we just click on save. Right. So our backup will begin. It will begin with doing the verification, verify data integrity. This may take some time, depending with the size of your database or for your company file. If it is big, it means it will take a bit of time. If it is just a small database in terms of size, it means it won't take time. The verification process increases the duration your backup will take. So, but we recommend that you do the verification so that if there are any errors in your data, the system will identify those errors and will also help you to fix those errors. If you don't verify, what it means is errors will exist in your data, but you won't be able to pick them. And eventually your Kanban file may just get corrupted and irreparable. And again, you lose data through that, despite you having backups. So we recommend that you do a verification. Of course, it lengthens the backup process. But it is recommended so that you make sure that every line of data has been checked for errors and is correct. If there are errors, QuickBooks will help you to fix those errors. So now let's wait while it does what it does. While it verifies the data, it will finish very soon. And as I said, this again depends with the size of your Kanban file. If your Kanban file is a bit big, it means the process will take a bit of time. If your Kanban file is small, it means the process will not take much time. Now it's preparing to backup at 30%. Now it is now doing the backup. As you can see, it's running through 81, 82%, 83. Very soon it will be at 100. So you just have to allow the system to do the backup. Right. You can backup initially to your computer, then move it to a removable media. Now, the backup is complete. QuickBooks has saved the backup of the Kanban file for Mbada Resources Private Limited to this path. So it's saved on my desktop. Then the name of the backup is Mbada Resources Private Limited. As you can see here, it has got the date and time. So what it means is that your backup is complete. You just click on OK. Now, for you to access your backup, as I said, we did this backup on the desktop. So we just have to come to Windows Explorer, open Windows Explorer. Then when you open Windows Explorer, we just open the desktop because that's where the backup was saved to. So we open the desktop. When we open desktop, you'd find we can arrange this by date so that we see the latest folders or the latest files in the folder desktop. So when you do that, you can find your backup is here. Mbada Resources Private Limited. It has got a date, it has got time. Now, you see, so if you had a removable media, you could just right click on this, then send it to a removable media. You can send to, if I want to send like to my phone, this is my mobile phone connected to my computer. If I wanted, I could just click on that. So what it means is the system will copy this backup to my phone, right? If it was a removable media like a flash drive, it could do the same. So basically, this is how you do a backup. Now, after having done the backup, there may come time where you want to restore either on another machine. So I'm just going to close that. Or either on another machine or on your machine. You may have set up another machine and you want to restore the backup you did on computer A. You now want to restore that backup on computer B. And now for you to do a restore, you have to come to File. So you've got a backup on your removable media, let's say a flash drive or an external hard drive. You have inserted it into your computer, the computer B. So on computer B, you've done the installation of the system and everything else. You've set up on that computer. Now for you to do a restore, just come to File. Right. When you come to File, you then come to Open or Restore Company. You click there. Right. When you click on that window, this is now the restore. You'd find the system will give you the Open or Restore Company window. Then it will ask you what type of file do you want to open or restore. Now there are options here. The first option being open a Kanban file. That is if you just want to open a Kanban file. Then the second option, restore or a backup copy. Then restore a portable file, convert an accountant's copy, transfer file. Now, in our case, you would want to restore a backup copy. So you select restore a backup copy. Then you click on next. Now, then it will say in the backup copy, is the backup copy stored locally or online? Now, if you were using the Intuit online backup services, you could click on online so that it fetches your backup. But if it is a local backup like the one that we did and is saved either to your flash drive or external hard drive, you select then local backup. Then you click on next. When you click on next, now, like in my case, you'd find the system automatically picks where I did my backup. I did my backup to the desktop, so automatically the system has picked. But let's say probably I done it to a different media. I could come to this PC, then I select the drive or the folder which has got the backup. Right? You find if my backup was probably in like the one I saved in my mobile phone, I could just open this. Then I look for internal drive. Then I look for the backup. I look for the backup in this. It's only that it has got a number of files. So you find I have to scroll down. Then I look for the backup which I did. This bada. You see, this will be from an external media, like in my case, my mobile phone. So if I wanted, I could then click on open. Then the system could actually pick up that backup. Now, after that, you'll be asked, where do you want to restore the file? Then you just have to, of course, they are not there, you read them, but then you have to click on next. When you click on next, then it will come here and give you an option whereby you are now to save this file to a folder. Like in this case, this folder is the Kanban files folder on my computer, right? So if I'm okay, I then just proceed and I click on save, right? When I click on save, you'd find the restore process will begin. So I just have to wait while that process happens. What is happening is the backup which I did, everything else which was on my old machine or which is on computer A will be on computer B. The files, the passwords, every setting will be restored just like what was or what is on computer A. So basically, this is how you do it. It's giving me an error that are not restored. Probably it's because I used my phone. Let me just pick. So we're saying open or restore company. I just want to pick it from my desktop. Open, restore a backup. Then you say next. Then it's a local backup. Then I'm picking it from my desktop. I picked it from my computer, from my phone. So probably that's why it gave me an error. So this time around, I'm picking it from my desktop. Then you say next. Then from there, of course, I have to select where do I want to do the backup. Where do I want the Kanban file to be created? Then I click on save. Then it will prompt me, like in this case now, I've got Bada resources Kanban file already exists. Do you want to replace it? I would say yes. But you'd find if you didn't have this Kanban file, you would actually, it will not prompt you. I have the Kanban file, that's why it's prompting me. So I could say yes, so that it runs the backup. Is read only, try again too. All right. So I could just put probably, let me put some dots there. Then click on save so that it does the restore. Like in this case, I've created a new Kanban file using the backup. So basically, this is how you do it. Then when you do that, it will run the restore. It has to run it. And when it runs, you'd find it will load up our Kanban file, and you are able to log in and work in that new Kanban file. So let's wait while it completes the restore process. This is something which doesn't take time. It all depends with the size again of your Kanban file. If the size is big, it will take a bit of time. If your Kanban file is just a small Kanban file, it won't take much time. And once the restore is done, you'll find you'll be able to work in your Kanban file. So I think it's almost done. As you can see now that my cursor is free, we just have to wait and allow it to finish off. You can see it is coming up, but the resources private limited. Then of course it's giving us the version that we are running. Then we just have to allow it to load up the home page and to activate these menu buttons. The menu buttons have been activated and it is loaded. So basically this is how you do a restore. It means on Kanban, on computer B, I'm now able to work just like what is happening on computer A. Thank you for watching. If you find this video useful, subscribe to my channel. See you in the next video. Thank you.